This is, I've just taken this apart. This is our little gas cooker. That's it. Basically, it's a very simple canister setup. I'll show you in here. This is about 3 or 4 years old, this one. We've had a few over the years, but this one's a really good one. Let me just show you why this is probably the better one we've had. You see how where the canister goes in here, in this section, it's flat, okay? Which means that some of the older ones had this bevel, like the shape of the canister itself. They used to get warm, and I do know that there have been problems with those in the past. But very simply, you can see where the burner comes from here. This is where the gas and a little bayonet goes in. I'll show you with the actual canister. Okay, so doing this one hand is a bit awkward. There's a little bit left in that can. These cans, or canisters, of propane, they come like this. They come in a box of 12. We buy them in a box of 12. But work out about $1 each. Sometimes it's a bit cheaper than $1, sometimes it's just over. But out of that one canister I'll cook 4, maybe 5 meals, plus boil the kettle, and cups of coffee and tea. So let's just, there goes the canister in there. Close the lid. Just wanted to show you the internal mechanism, but there's a little tray that goes across the top. So you can press down to engage the actual canister, and away you go. So that's on full. I'll just give you an indication. This will burn from one canister. You can see how high that flame is. On full for about 2 to 2.5 hours. So what does that mean? Well, I don't use it on full. It'll probably be mostly about there during the cooking process. That's about a medium heat. And when I'm doing a stew, really low like that, just an adjustable knob. That's all that is there. So. But that's the process. So today I shall cook pork schnitzels. So you can see the purpose. This is portable. Take it anywhere you like. So it's fully off the grid, if you like. I don't think that way. This is a great portable camping stove that I've used at home for years. And I'm just going to use the one burner. I'm going to cook some vegetables up, and then you'll see that I've got some pork schnitzels that I've made up, cook them up, and then we'll have dinner. But a lot of people have been asking about this, so I just wanted to show you if you've never seen them before. Great for all of those people that are living in the bush or need some sort of cooking stove for where they live, and this is a cheap way to do it. So it works out, like I say, with this canister in there, 3, 4, maybe 5 meals, and it works out about 20 cents or less every time I cook. So each month it's about $6, $7 or $8, depending on what I'm cooking, to do all my cooking needs on this little stove. So let's get dinner on. Well, today what we're going to cook is pork schnitzel. We've got these couple of sirloin steaks, and what I'm going to do, very simple process. You've probably seen me make different types of pork schnitzel. I made some out of pork chops recently, I think. What we do with these is individually, you see there's a nice rim of fat. Now you can cut that off, but I don't. I love the taste of the fat. So we need a basher. This is a basher. Tenderizer, basher. I'm not going to tenderize it, I'm just going to bash it, which will, in effect, tenderize it anyway. You see how big it is now? I won't talk while I'm bashing, it's too hard to hear. That is perfect. Now this is now thinner, bashed out. And people would say, oh, why don't you cut that fat off? Because I like pork fat when it's cooked. Give you an idea how big it was. That's one that I haven't bashed out yet. Alright, let me bash this one out, and then we'll egg and breadcrumb both of these. So that's both of those sirloin pork steaks beaten out. very simple process. You can flour these if you want to. I'm not going to bother. In other words, you could flour these and then egg and breadcrumb them. But I'm just going to do it straight into the egg. Try and take off the excess egg. Don't panic about it too much. And then straight into the breadcrumbs. Yes, I could have used a bigger bowl. Yes, my wife says I make a mess, but that's okay. Serves the purpose having a wife. She can do all the cleaning up, isn't it? Right, my darling wife.
What?
Yeah, right. So probably just until you're happy that everything's coated in breadcrumbs. And after I've done this, I'm doing this ahead of time. I like to put any schnitzel I make, be it chicken, beef, pork, whatever, in the fridge for a couple of hours so it just settles and firms up. Shake off the excess and simply put it on a plate. So you can imagine that's raw, but that's cooked. It'll shrink a little bit in the cooking process, but we're going to have some broccoli, some carrots, and some mashed potato to go with that. So I'll finish these off and we'll come back after I've finished that process and we'll cook them up. Right, this is what we're having for dinner. I'm just going to show you in here. We've got broccoli and just sliced carrots. That's in a steamer, which is separate, as you can see. Underneath we've got some potato cut up. That's going to be mash. So all we're going to do is get that on the road. And here is going to be the pork schnitzel, which I'll just fry in a bit of olive oil and butter. So as you can see, this one little burner is going to cook all of this and the schnitzel. What does that mean? Well, I'll cook the vegetables when they're about 90% done. I'll take them off the heat. The schnitzels are only going to take probably 4 or 5 minutes. They'll be done. The vegetables will still be sitting in hot water. They'll complete the cooking. And all we've used is one little gas burner. Great, like I say, if you're off grid or if you're just traveling, this is the thing to get. And it makes sure, like say with this one, to get the one with the flat surface. There are quite a few that have that bevel, the shape of the canister. Don't like that. It gets quite warm just from radiant heat. This is cool. It's not getting any heat at all. Anyway, come back and I'll dish up dinner. See you soon. Alright, it's been on about 20-25 minutes. Oh yes, nice. Carrots are al dente. Broccoli's ready. Potatoes will be ready underneath. Now because I'm going to take it off the heat, but all that water's boiling, so it's going to keep steaming. What we're going to do now is turn this up a little bit. We're going to put in, not a lot of olive oil, but we're going to put in about enough to give the layer about 1/8 of an inch underneath. And also, I like putting a little bit of butter in with the oil. It gives it flavour and actually lets the schnitzel all yummy and golden. So, gotta wait probably a couple of minutes for that. So we'll come back when that oil's ready to go and I'll put these in. It'll take long to cook. Alright, you can probably see the butter is melted in with the oil. Just going to give that a bit of a stir, not much, just to distribute the butter within the olive oil. And now we're ready to stick on the schnitzel. Whenever you're cooking anything really, particularly with meat, make sure you get a bit of the sizzle when the meat hits the pan. It's important because you don't want it to soak up all the oil. As you see, that's starting to sizzle just about straight away. How long will they take? Probably about 2 and a bit minutes on each side. They're going to be ready. So we'll come back when they're cooked and I'll dish up dinner. Alright, mash the potato, got the veggies as you see, the broccoli and the carrots. Put a little bit of honey over the carrots and a little bit of dried onion, which is dried shallot really. Mine's got a little bit of black pepper and a bit of dried onion. And now, ready to dish up the pork schnitzel. And that is going to be dinner. I think we'll just top it off with a little bit of sour cream. You want this over here, do you?
Yep. Yeah.
Spread over there. Push that down on the carrots when it starts to melt a bit. So there is a meal, but more importantly, what this video has been about. I'm just going to move the pan out of the way. It's been about this. It's been about the what I think is the best off-grid situation cooker. Very economical. Like I say, as far as cooking time, no different than a normal gas top, but very efficient being propane. So if you get a chance to try one of these, do it. You can take it camping, even if you don't live off-grid, or down the back garden. Maybe you're a gardener and you've got a little table, cook up a little bit of sausages or whatever you want to do. I highly recommend these. I've been cooking with these for over a decade. Primarily my only source of cooking is this. You saw me cook vegetables and the schnitzel just on the one burner. Alright, we're going to enjoy our dinner now, and if you have been, thank you very much for watching.